Alright everyone, so I'm gonna remake this free-to-play guide on Legend. Get out of here. Now as we can see, I have 12.5 million box CC buffs, not 12 million exactly. This is my constellation, but all this extra 500k really gives is 1% HP and 0.5% defense. These are the rolls I have on my Lust constellation. Nothing too great. As for the team I'm using, we're going into Oblivion Tower, which I reset for y'all, and we're using the Eminence Shadow collab team with Lancelot. So these are the fits I'm running. I'm running all the free fits for every unit, and all of their holy relics, unupgraded holy relics, by the way, not even upgraded by anyone. Just to show, not enhanced. Hers, not enhanced. Betas, not enhanced either. We too broke for that. 1 million gold only. It's the card set we're running. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I do want to say though, this team is very RNG reliant. Or not this team, but like the team we're going against now. Basically, the AI will do one of two things. It'll curl Sun first on Sid, or it'll Levi AoE. As you can see, it curls Sun. It's like a 50-50 chance, but either way, it's not too detrimental to you. It just determines whether or not your beta is going to get crit, or is not going to get crit by the Escanor single target. Either way, I'm going to pop the skill here every single time, and we want to check their cards. The reason why? Escanor doesn't have any cards of value. If Escanor does not have Cruel Sun and Elegant Blow in the same hand, you can leave him be, you can let him live. And then you can focus Arthur. Right? Which is what happened now. Even though Arthur doesn't have his passive, we're still going to kill him anyways. Levi has two infects and a single target. That's fine. Levi's going to infect first card. He's going to then single target beta, and then Arthur's going to attack. Not Arthur, Percival. Escanor had a card. Escanor would, if it was an Elegant Blow, he'd use that. If it was a Cruel Sun, he would go for the Firm Volition on Percival. For the, what's it called? The recovery. So, we're gonna do all in Arthur right here. Gonna all in Arthur. Arthur dies. And as you can see, it was pretty big overkill too. So Arthur dies. Yep, going for the Firm Volition. Or the recovery stat. Now what we do here. Pop this. Actually, we kill you first. Pop this. Use this. Yep, that pops Percival's passive, and then she kills Percival. And Beta's full healed now. Again. Or not again. He's full healed for the first time. And I'm getting lucky with my alpha cards here, but you might not get this lucky. If you don't, just leave Levi be until you can either kill with alpha, or your beta is relatively healed from the passive. I will say this though, beta does not have to be at max HP for this stage. The end of the stage, she doesn't, because your next team you're going into is demons, mono red demons to be specific. And the reason why is because this demon team compared to the other ones is focusing Sid. They're gonna focus Shadow because he's a green unit. If Sid was a red unit or a blue unit, different story. You know, since he's green, all the red units are gonna target him. But Sigurd, since he's green, will target Beta because Beta is the weakest out of the 3 blue units in terms of not only HP but also defense. And Sigurd's a green unit, so he has to target a blue. UFC, they focus Sid. Sid gave this fluidity. Now, here, most people would, oh, they target Gelda first because it's Gelda. You know, she's gonna max ramp up and then she's gonna touch you. Who cares? This guy gotta go first. Let me show you why. So, another important thing is your beta has to be on the left here. The reason why is because Estarosa's commandment applies buff removal. So it removes one buff applied to the hero when the hero uses a skill. Right? That buff they remove is on the left side going rightwards. Because Beta's in the front, her shadow buff goes before Shadow's Moonlight, which will allow you to do this. Right? Lance single target, he loses his shadow. Sid single target, he loses shadow, but not Moonlight. Because of that, Shadow keeps his Moonlight, does his big damage, Estarosa dies. Even if Estarosa doesn't die from the initial AoE from Lance, he'll die to the death damage. Now, for this turn, Gelda's gonna single target, and then Sigurd is going to double attack on Beta, which won't kill because since his HP is so low, his Flood card isn't going to do as much damage. Now, for this turn, I like to look at their cards again so I see if Gelda needs to be sealed. For example, right, this only disables single targets, so there's no point in disabling the full AoE Gelda and Demi. Now, if I got unlucky, I wouldn't have pulled any AoE here, so I would have had to play a little bit differently and just make my main goal killing Sigurd and lowering Gelda's health as much as possible while I wait for an AoE. Since I have an AoE, I can just kill Demi right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to single target with Lance on Sigurd. Single target with Lance onto Gelda. Actually, no. Single target with Lance on the Gelda. AoE with Lance, which shouldn't kill Sigurd. And then we're going to use this card from Alpha, not the Flash Cut one. We want to save that for Gelda. And the only reason I'm not using it is because Sigurd's health low enough. If it wasn't, I would have used the Flash Cut card. But he lived. He lived anyways. That's fine. Beta still lives. Especially since it's only Gelda now. Beta lives. We still have at least the one Beta buff removal. Or not buff, but ultimate removal. Right? We're going to now use this on Gelda. We're going to abuse the hell out of it. That's what I mean. So, let's buff up. Just because damage dealt decrease absolutely cucks Gelda. And what do you know? 40% decrease. Then we're going to remove the ultimate gauge. Actually, I'm going to do it in this order. Remove the ultimate gauge. And how much HP does she have? 400k? I might be able to skip all of this. Do this. This and this. That for the extra stack for Lance. Yeah. You just gotta know your... This is the thing. You gotta know how much damage your units do, especially your alpha. Don't ever want to overestimate your alpha. You want to make sure you know how much damage she does. Right? Sid is a bit unpredictable. That's why I don't like to gamble on Sid. But I gamble on Alpha, especially since I know how much damage her cards will do. And that on average, roughly, and on what amount of stacks. But anyways, this team, I originally said that this team was the hardest. And I still personally believe so. But, see, my dumbass for the last week, I still don't know how, but my dumbass for the last week has been thinking, oh, cleanse with Beta, and then after you cleanse with Beta, Shadow and Lance AoE to kill these two, and pray that you high roll and Narb ends up dying, right? Or just do it and then pray that none of them AoE and kill Beta. So my dumbass completely forgot what this piece of text right here is. I forgot about this on this floor. So what we're gonna do, we are going to look at their cards. Yes. Milim has a single target, which he is going to throw at Sid. Narb is going to absolutely rail Beta with the amount of single targets she has. Sab can't do anything. Doesn't matter. It's the sole fact that Narb has so many cards. Because Narb is going to always attack Beta, and Camilla's just never going to attack. So what we're going to do, we are going to cleanse, do this, do this. I don't know how my dumbass just thought of this, especially since Sab doesn't have the Tarmiel link. I could have gotten away with the debuff, but better safe than sorry. Boom! I just found this out! I just found this out! Because my dumbass has been struggling with this floor, trying to get an RNG perfect run. When I completely forgot, you can just use the single target and completely live off of it. Because Alpha has the most broken relic in the game. Anyways, that aside, right? Tangent aside. Obviously, next you're gonna want to kill Milim here, so... no, standard card order. We've done this before. Single target with Lance, AoE with Sid, AoE with Lance. Doesn't matter if they live or die, honestly. Your beta doesn't need a lot of health going into this phase. Especially since this is what I think to be the easiest phase in the entire floor. This unknown team. 2 red units, 1 green unit. And then Nanashi. Nanashi's just there cosmetically, I guess, to screw over your ults. The 2 on the right are the main problem because they do a lot of damage to your Sid. And they do a surprising amount of damage to Sid. Like, it's so much to where I don't even... I overestimated them and I realized only after. So, not that much damage. You know, Mist Form, right? You know, Rare Cleave card. I didn't know it did that much damage. That was scary the first couple times I did this. The first time I did this, that was scary, I won't lie. But, I'm gonna look at their cards here. So... Bummy Nanashi got everything. Rimuru got everything. Freyr got nothing. Merlin got a bummy AoE. So, what do I say we do here? Kill this bummy slime. Actually, does he even have anything worth... he has 1 million HP. That's about it. That's only 1 for this, though. I don't think I'll kill him there. We do this. Nah, I don't need to use the alpha single target. We can do this disable sing... Oh, wait, hold on. This... So I disable single targets, so... This, and Rimuru can't AoE me, so... Oh, this... It would be really nice if we could get Rimuru out of the way same turn, but that's really wishful thinking. I know from my personal runs that my team is not strong enough to get rid of Rimuru turn 1. That's why I don't do it. I'm not doing it right now. Instead, I'm opting for Merlin because a kill is a kill at the end of the day. Sadly, though, Shadow will lose his Moonlight. Just like how Lance and Beta lose their damage cap. But because of that, we're forcing Rimuru and Nanashi to use cards. Yup. And now Rimuru has the 5 stacks. If we didn't use Demonic Vanquishment before, we can use it now. He dies. What else? That. How much HP do you have? That. So he definitely gonna die to that. So now she actually. This in case you don't die, and then this. See? That's why. Had to make sure. Something was telling me to doubt Shadow's damage. Good thing I did, because Rimuru didn't die. And then boom. Impact frame. You get the full heal. onto the last floor, which is, I'd say, about the most difficulty neutral floor. Because if we look at it, Mael, the floor is pretty self-explanatory, right? You know, it's just simple nerfed goddesses. There's no commandment Mael on here. It's old pizza cutter Mael. Basically, the problem with this team is you want to get rid of them as fast as possible. What I mean by that, regardless, you're not killing anybody besides Sariel turn 1, because taunt, right? You're not going to be able to. Thankfully, Sariel didn't put up his counter. But yeah, Mael, you want to get him out of the way before his passive, not passive, his Holy Relic ramps up. Margaret is just filler. Sariel is just to stop you from killing Mael turn 1. And Liz is just there. Yeah. This is her only deadly skill. Just this. And that's only when her passive, right, Goddess Wrath, this thing is maxed. Only time. So, doesn't matter what cards they have. We're going to do this. 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 And this is going to pop the Margaret revive here as well. So now Liz can't give her revive to anybody else unless I am thinking wrongly, and 6 out of 6 Liz does do that. If not 5 out of 6 Liz, because I have a 5 out of 6 Liz, and I think she does that. Where the limit isn't once. Either the limit isn't once, or it just tweaked the parameters a bit. Yeah, limit's still once. No, it's not. It's not once anymore. It's limit 8 turns, I think. But either way, doesn't change anything. We're still just going to AoE. You know what? Let's look at their cards. Because last time I did this, Mael merged into a level 3. And then he gained his ultimate. Because he merged into a level 3 after I killed Liz. He gained his ultimate and I lost. So, thankfully, that's not the case right now. That's not happening now. His AoE, for sure, isn't going to kill me. It's just Liz I got to be worried about. Actually, not even. So here, we can probably just go for Liz, honestly. These 2 cards. And then this with the 3 stacks. Liz dies, 258. Margaret dies, 600. Alright, low-key wasn't paying attention, didn't realize I got another turn. Okay. I can literally just do anything here. I'm not joking, I just win. So... we're gonna get the impact frame. Oh my god, Lance almost killed. Whatever. Impact frame. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have on the 12.5 million box CC free-to-play account, beaten Legend difficulty Hero Arena. Only 1 tower though. Only 1 tower. If I manage to do the other 2 towers with my horribly built box, I will. Cause yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this. Especially this team with Chandler, I don't know how I'm gonna make it through it. Cause I'm missing some people to make a great team. I can't even outsee. I'm just gonna lose. This is just gonna straight up die. All of my Fest units are literally free to play. Like Mael still doesn't have anything. All my collabs have 0 cosmetics. Mael has nothing. Ellie Melly has nothing. They have the one fit, literally an outfit, because I hated the way the other 2 outfits looked. I didn't like them. So I bought one to make my life way easier. He has no fits for him. No fits. Like all my good units that you would normally use, no fits. Cooked. He's being worked on. But yeah. So until then, if I do manage to find one out, I will let y'all know. Make a new one. But until then, enjoy your 6 gems. Enjoy your 100 Hero Arena coins. And yeah, I don't know.